I don't know what I would have ran into had I stayed on that flight, or had I rebooked that flight, or had I stayed in Louisville, or you really never know. So I just kind of roll with the punches and just take what life throws at me. And there's no reason for me to be negative about it. I live an amazing life, and there's no reason for me to add stress to my life. Hey guys, it's Crunchy Keto Mama coming to you live
and Crunchy Keto Kid
coming to you live from Summerville, South Carolina. As you guys are hopping on, if you drop me number 1 if you're coming in on live, or drop me number 2 if you're watching the replay. And as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in live from. I literally just got home 45 minutes ago from Louisville. There's a whole story that I'm about to tell you of what happened today, and maybe the lesson that was in today. If you're catching me live, go ahead and say hey. Maybe you're watching the replay, say hello. Let me know where you're coming live from. I'd love to see how far my lives reach. And I meant to grab some. Can you go get me some caffeine-free ketones out of my office? Can you do that for me?
The gummy kind?
Yeah, caffeine-free gummy beer. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Megan. Hey, Ashley. Thank you guys for hopping on. Make sure you share this out publicly and then type shared in the comments below. If this is the first time you've ever seen me live, say new in the comments. Hey, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. So I'm going to go through a really quick story, but I'm going to tell you exactly what happened today and maybe the lesson that was in it. So, hey, Angie from Hurricane, West Virginia. Okay, so this morning, I decided to leave our company event early. Whenever I booked this, I knew that I was going to come home early because my niece's birthday is today. And when you come from a very small family, the parties that we have are really important because, there's not a lot of families. So I feel like showing up for that is really important. And so I still went for 2 days of the event and got what I needed, and still am going to explode my business. I work from my phone. I make money online. So if that's something that you're interested in, drop $1 in the comments below. No, I need the white one. It's on the very bottom. Listen, it's on the very, very bottom shelf. Look for a gummy bear that's all white. Look for that. So, just drop me $1 in the comments below. And so we decided to come home early. My original flight was, so let me back it up. I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m. Just the company is on fire, and just there's a lot of things that happened, and I had to pack last night. And so I didn't go to bed till 3 a.m. Had to turn around and wake up at, 5:30, I think is when I woke up, or 6. And got up. Everything was packed the night before. I packed it and everything like that. And got up, gave, said my goodbyes to a couple of people that were up that early, and headed to the airport. Great person, Elisa, I believe was the girl's name that drove us to the airport. She was a Uber driver. She was amazing. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Christine. And so we get to the airport. The line to check in, let me just tell you, thank God for TSA, because TSA pre-check, if you don't have that, invest the money to go get it, because the lines are getting longer. People are saying that people are so broke, but airports are proving that that's not true. There's so many people traveling all the time. Anyways, besides the point. So get there to the airport. The line is astronomically long. It is so long. If you're new, say new in the comments below. Make sure you say hey. Make sure you share this out. We fly with American. That's just my preferred choice of airlines. Let me know yours in the comments below. And so we passed this really long line and still have to stand in a long line for TSA. I was not upset about it because I was we got there early enough. That was the thing. I almost was we'll just get there 45 minutes before we need to board and it'll be fine. Thankfully, I decided against that. My brain told me not to do that. And so, give me any other caffeine-free one. It's fine. Any other one except for Splash. Go find me strawberry peach. And so went through the TSA line. That was all great. Got to the gate. Got Lacey some breakfast. I took my 10-year-old to Louisville with me, for business and just for, growth and mindset. If that's something that you've never, experienced, is growing your mindset, I would highly recommend it. And so got her breakfast. And then they were all right, you can board. We flew first class. I prefer to fly first class. I'm really lucky and, blessed that I'm able to afford that with what I do for work. And so we boarded. Okay. That's fine. I don't want that one, but that's fine. I didn't think you'd choose that one. I told her anyone, so she definitely took the, you don't want that one right now. But anyway, so we board. Everybody gets on. The flight attendants are running back and forth. I overhear them say they don't have power in where they like would make the speaker announcements, right? If you've ever flown American, let me know in the comments below. And say, make sure you say, hey Heather, hey Loretta. And so, I keep saying and so, but listen, I'm a little tired. So we boarded the flight, and I overhear the flight attendant say the pilot is still not here. We're supposed to take off in 15 minutes. Block, I don't know what that means. Anyways, and so I'm like, oh, I started getting a little worried or whatever. But Joseph McClendon III is really changed my mindset this weekend. He was one of our trainers, and he trained for a long time yesterday. Yeah, Judy, you can message me about that. And so we talked about, mindset or whatever. Anyway, so my mindset was already like, okay, whatever happening. And so we sit there for a few more minutes, and I hear another flight attendant come in, because I was at the front row, like first class. I was the first row in first class, so I could hear everything that was going on. And so she says, we still don't have a flight attendant, and it's now 10 minutes before we're supposed to take off. Okay. She said, well, I'm going to go out. And we had a connecting flight. So we were flying from Louisville to Charlotte to Charleston. Hello. Hey, I'm Boss Mar. Thanks for hopping on. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Nikki. And we get a text that says, okay, the flight's been delayed, like 30 minutes. So it was going to take off at 9 a.m. People start getting antsy because they have connecting flights, whatever. Hey, you guys, if you're new, say new in the comments below. Make sure you share this out. And then I know I like to say it because new people didn't hear it. And then we sit there for a few more minutes. The flight attendants start getting like kind of ticked off. Not with anybody on the flight, but with like the airlines themselves, I think. And so then a few minutes later, she says, I'm going to have to go and see about, I overhear unboarding. I heard that. And I was like, oh, great. We're going to miss our connecting flight. It is what it is. Charlotte's like 2 hours and 45 minutes from our house, right? Hey, Teresa. And so another text comes through at about 9:05, 9:10 that says, your flight's not taking off till 10. Thank you. Yes, tap the heart button. I love that. Thank you so much, Lori. And so then it says 10 a.m. And so I'm like, well, we're going to miss our connecting. So I start looking up, and it's delayed. And so the next flight, the reason that I came home today was because my 2-year-old niece's birthday is today. It's her actual birthday and her birthday party. We don't have a massive family. And so the family that we do have, we try to be there for events.
We forgot to give her a
It's okay. We're gonna take it to her tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so Sky gives away the ending, but it's fine. So I'm like, okay, we're going to miss our connecting, whatever. We'll rebook for the next flight out. The next flight was until 8 p.m. tonight. Okay. 8 p.m. tonight. And I was like, I really want to get home. Like, I'm not trying to sit in an airport for 9 hours with Lacey. And it was actually like, it was going to be about 8 or 9 hours. And so I decided, I was like, okay, we were in flight, and I was like, I'm just going to rent a car and drive home. So then we finally, no, let me back it up. They unboard us. They take us all off the plane. They said, you're going to have to rebook. So I had considered staying in Louisville. Here's the thing. I checked both of my bags, and I did not have an extra change of clothes, which I always put in my book bag. Like literally every single flight, I put an extra change of clothes in my book bag. I decided to check Lacey's bag and mine. When on the way there, I only checked mine. I decided to check both of them. Why I did that, I don't know. It's meant to be. There was a lesson to be learned. So they unboard 160 people off this flight. Okay. 160 people. By the way, I'm live on Instagram and on Facebook. So that's why I'm like back and forth. And they unboard us, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to stay here. If I have to go buy clothes, whatever. As I'm literally going to like call customer support so they can give me a refund on my flight, the pilot, can you scoot over? Like, I'm fine if you're right here, but like, I don't like you standing in front of me. The pilot walks up. They come over the loudspeaker. They're like, the pilot's here. And everybody starts like cheering. Half people are really pissed off, but half people start cheering. And I'm just like annoyed at this point. But I'm like, nothing I could do about it. Because the next flight out of Louisville still wasn't until the same time. Like 3, 4 o'clock, getting us home at like 9, 10 o'clock tonight. And so I'm really like, I'm on the phone with Danny debating like, do I come home? Do I stay here and go buy clothes? Like, what should I do? Because they won't give me my checked bags. They said, the pilot is here, so you're not getting your checked bags, which was super annoying. Like, if the pilot didn't show up, we still weren't going to get our bags. They were going to go on the next flight out to Charleston. Okay, that was the ending. That's literally where you get it.
And her suitcases went on another plane.
So then I'm like, you know what? We're going to get back on the flight. We're missing our connecting anyways. So we all board, all but 10 people board back on this flight. So 150 people get back on this flight after everybody had already unboarded. Okay. Which was super annoying. Everybody was pissed off. Like, it is what it is. Make sure you say hi, hello in the comments below. Make sure you share this out. Yeah, but the thing is, if they're not going to give you, like, if they're not going to send you out that day, like, people that don't have freaking clothes and people that can't afford to buy any clothes, that is really stupid to me. That's my personal opinion. Everybody has an opinion. So I was like, fine, we're just going to get back on the flight. We're just going to get back on the flight. This just seems like the best option at the time. We get back on the flight and finally pull out at like 10 o'clock. I think it was, no. It was like 10:30 when I think we finally took out. Miss Lacey says, I miss you, Sky.
I miss you.
Do you make a duck face little one? She does. She acts like her mama. So we get back on the flight, land in Charlotte. As we're getting on that flight, I put my book bag right above my seat, and this lady moves my book bag to the other side because her bag was bigger than mine. So I was like, whatever, I really don't want you to move my bag, but she moved it anyways. This is a very important part of that story. And we get to Charlotte, of course, missed our connecting. It had left like 12 minutes before we landed, or before we got to the gate. And get off, and I'm like, I rented a car. And we're standing waiting because I thought we would get our check bags there. That's what I thought, because it said pick up at C3 baggage claim. Cool, whatever. And as I'm standing there, I'm like playing on my phone or whatever, like killing time. And Lacey goes to reach in my book bag. And I was like, I said, hold on, my Cadillac, my vehicle keys were in the side of this book bag. I knew they were because I had seen them that morning. I was like, I really need to move those inside the bag. But it was 6 a.m. when I got up, and that was like the last thing on my mind. Hey, Kimberly, if y'all are still here, let me know like what airlines you fly in the comments below. And I literally just got chills, like thinking about it. My heart sank. Well, I have a tracker on my keys that I bought from Amazon. I looked it up. They were on the flight. They were in the airplane. The keys were in the airplane. I could see where they were. I ran over to Lost and Found, and I'm like, listen, my keys are on that flight. That flight cannot leave. I made them think that my truck was in Charlotte so that they would like put a snappity snap on it. They don't know I was renting a vehicle, because I was not trying to go through the hassle of getting a key fob once I got back to Charleston, because my truck is parked at the airport in Charleston. Let me know where y'all are coming in live from, okay?
Now I'm going to go and help her.
And so, I immediately, like, they call over there and they're like, hey, there's some keys. I explain exactly what they look like. I said, they're there. Please look before that plane leaves this airport. The guy says, I'll call them back in 10 minutes and they'll go look, whatever. And I'm standing there. I'm like, the only thing I can do is think positive, because why think negative? Like, if I have to get another key fob, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but it is what it is, right? And so I stood there for about 10 or 15, or about 10 minutes. The guy comes back. He said, let me call him again. He said, all right, the manager went in. He found your keys here. He's got them. He'll be up here eventually. Charlotte is a big airport. If you've ever been to Charlotte Airport, let me know in the comments below. That's where all of our connecting flights fly out of. Yeah, money flying away. And I stood there, and at this point, I'm just kind of like delirious. I'm very tired. I've had 2.5 hours of sleep. And so nothing can really faze me at this moment in time. And the manager walks around. He says, "Who's Cadillac keys?" I was like, "They're mine." And I'm like yelling. So then Charlie is a huge pain. And then I said, okay, we had already rented a vehicle, which cost me $250 to rent a vehicle because we missed the connecting flight. So I'm going to be calling them tomorrow to get a refund for the flight, because that's not my fault that I missed that flight. That is literally on American, in my personal opinion, because that was nothing to do with me. So they're going to have to refund me first class tickets for my second flight. And so, can you give me some water, baby girl? Hold on, you guys. If you're still here, say hi, hello. Let me know where you're coming in live from, some ice and some water. And while I'm there, I said, okay, where are my bags? Like, I need to get my bags. He's like, oh, they're going to go to Charleston. Fine, whatever. They don't know that I have some very expensive stuff in those bags. If you've ever heard me or watched me drink exogenous ketones, we have a brand new freaking product that is in those bags. Yeah, in those bags. I'm going to be announcing some huge stuff tomorrow on live. So make sure you follow me and text me in the comments below so I can text you when I go live. I didn't tell them that, but I was like sitting here like very antsy in the moment, like, oh my gosh, fine. And I was like, great, I said, no problem. My bags will be in Charleston. No problem. We walked down to go get the rental car. And when I tell you, I almost chose Enterprise, but they were like $40 more expensive. And I was like, why not just go with the cheaper version? Like, I'm going to literally... Oh, the reason that the pilots were late, by the way, this has nothing to do, like, no shame on them. It is what it is. They had a mandatory rest day because the day before, so Saturday, because today's Sunday, right? Saturday, I don't trust drinking out of the straw. We know what happened the last time I drank out of that straw in life.
But somebody put it...
Yeah, I don't trust drinking out of that. What happened last time when I was on live when I drank out of that straw? It was a bad time. The story is stressing me out, and I was living in it. So they had a mandatory rest day, and that's why the pilots didn't show up. So it wasn't even that, like, they were mandatory, could not check in, and this pilot got there as fast as he could. It is totally on American, has nothing to do, thank you so much, has nothing to do with the pilot at all. Like, they're just doing their job, right? And the flight attendants, like, there was no need for me to get mad or pissed off at them because this is not their fault. So we get to I keep backtracking because I keep remembering things because I was so exhausted. So, like, thinking about things each time. And let me take a sip of water. Make sure you share this out, okay?
Oh.
So anyways, we get to the line. I was like, I should have paid the $50 extra for Enterprise. We stood in line for the budget car. It was budget and Avis together. We stood in line with them for an hour and 30 minutes. They had one person working Avis, one person working budget. There was the longest line I've ever seen in my life. I literally sat on the floor, waiting in line. And every time it would move, I'd get up and I'd sit right back down on the floor. Me and Lacey both. Because at this point in time, she's tired, I'm tired, we're both hungry. Like, it was exhausting, okay?
Well, when you get on the plane, they give you food so you won't be hungry.
Sometimes they didn't give us food because it was such a short flight. They only give us drinks and one snack. So anyways, yeah. So an hour and a half. And again, this is no fault to the girl working there. She's just an employee. There's no need for people to get all up in a roar and like yelling at people. And like, when I got to the line, I was like, I appreciate you and I hope that you're having a great day. Even though the crappiest day that I had, I still told her, hope you're having a great day. And I hope that, I know you're stressed out. She's like, there's only one of me. So then she makes an announcement to all the people in line behind me. She apologizes for the wait, all these things. And I'm like, you're good, whatever. $250. We get the car. And my husband's father remarried. His mother actually passed away right before we got together. So his stepmom calls me because she lives about 15 or 20 minutes from Charlotte. Okay. Yes. Say hi. Hello. Make sure you guys follow me because I'm going to be going live tomorrow with some really awesome stuff. And y'all don't want to miss that. Like, huge news coming. And no, I'm not pregnant. So every time I say that, people are like, oh, are you pregnant? No, we ain't have no more daggum babies up in this house. So anyways, we get the rental car. It was it was a time getting out of that airport. The building where they keep the vehicles, stressful is all get out. Hey, Connie. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Kayla. And
there's a kid named Catherine.
Hi, Donna.
That was in my class.
Yes. And so we get in the car. My stepmother-in-law calls me and she says, I've seen your story on Facebook. If you don't watch my story, you really should go watch that. She said, I've seen your story. You want to come here and take a nap, or like you could stay the night, go home in the morning, whatever you need to do. I was like, let me eat. Let us eat. Let me see how I feel after I eat. Maybe I'll have a little bit more of a spurt of energy. Had already drank ketones. That was what got me to this point. Like, energy and focus was on point because I had ketones at like 6:30 in the morning. And, no, stop. So we go and we have acai bowls. Lacey gets nasty freaking McDonald's. I tried to talk her out of it. She was rarely hellbound on McDonald's. Yeah, Tiffany, same girl, same. Get the food. I make it probably 20 minutes past my stepmother-in-law's exit when I'm like realizing that I'm almost dozing off. Like, I'm having to like adjust myself in the seat, whatever. And I was like, I already knew, like, I'm a terrible long distance driver. Anybody else, you can say me in the comments below. I cannot drive past like 2.5 hours is really pushing it. 2 hours is really like the max for me that I can drive long distance. And so I realized, like, I in the moment was like, I'm not driving any further. I have my kid in the car. I'm not stressing anybody else out on the road. I'm not risking anybody else's life, whatever. So pull over to the rest area. I called Danny. I said, hey, I'm just going to sleep for 30 minutes. I'll be fine. You know, the car's running. Hopefully it doesn't overheat because I don't know jack about this rental car. Had the air conditioner on, locked the doors. Lacey was already asleep. That poor baby was so tired. And then...
No, Mama, the other one was here.
Oh, sorry. So I texted, called him, whatever. He's like, all right, if you need me to come get you, he's offered to come get me about 10 times at this point, okay? He's really offered, like, I will come get you. My stepmother-in-law, like, I was like, I appreciate you offering, but I was like, I think I can make it home. At that point, I was like, why turn around if I'm already this far? Park at the rest area, lock the doors, whatever, turn the AC on, fall asleep. I slept for an hour and a half. An hour and a half we slept in that car. I woke up ready to go, ready to drive home, ready to just be like, let's go home. So I say all of that and I tell you the story of what happened to me today to kind of wrap it around of what I learned this weekend, when you can really snap yourself out of like behaviors that you have every single day. So if you're seeing something in a negative light, or you are, oh, my phone is dying. We gotta hurry up and we gotta finish this. Oh, Instagram, I hope you can still see this. If you can see me, say hey in the comments below, eyes and ears. You should have let her help you. I really should have, Tiffany. Note to self. But you really have got to snap yourself out of things that some reason the flight was delayed. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be on that flight.
Mom.
Some reason I had to, one second. Some reason I had to stand in that line for an hour and a half. For some reason I had to stop and sleep for an hour and a half. I don't know what I would have ran into had I stayed on that flight, or had I rebooked that flight, or had I stayed in Louisville, or you really never know. So I just kind of roll with the punches and just take what life throws at me. And there's no reason for me to be negative about it. I live an amazing life, and there's no reason for me to add stress to my life. I'm able to work the entire time I was gone because I work from my phone. I make income online. So if that's something you're interested in doing, coming live with people and making an income, drop me a $sign in the comments below. That's what I help people to do. I help you to brand yourself and go live and truly, authentically be yourself on social media. So there's a reason for everything that's happening. Joseph McClendon III, really spoke to me this weekend, and I loved everything about his training. And there were some really crazy things that happened. I won't tell his story right now, but I'm sure he's told it. If you've ever watched him, if you've ever heard him, let me know. Maybe you've been to one of his seminars or whatever. And so we're home and we're safe. My vehicle is still, I'm going to pay another night because they told me I was supposed to turn the rental car in today, but the girl at the rental counter in Charlotte said, you really don't have to turn it in until tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn that joker in tomorrow. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna sleep in my nice comfy bed, and I'm gonna get me a good night's sleep, and I'm gonna sleep however late I want. Then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna go get my bags that's gonna have everything in it, because I'm speaking positively into the future. Okay, make sure you guys share this out for me and type share in the comments below. Share it publicly so friends can see this, because if you were on the edge of your seat, okay, the suspense is killing you. Imagine being in the moment, right?
Mommy, don't forget to wake me up, because you said I.
Yes, you're gonna go. So, I'm gonna sleep like a freaking baby. I'm gonna go to the gym, and then we're gonna go get my car and my luggage, and it's gonna be great. And then tomorrow's live is gonna be super interesting. Don't miss that. I'm telling you guys, if you miss it, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I missed this. I don't have a time. Watch my story. I'll put a time that I'll be live, and then also say text me in the comments below, because I'll text you before I go live.
Oopsie.
It's okay. Yeah. Yes, Dawn. Yes. So, I just felt like I needed to come live with you guys. I was like, I really want to go to bed, but I need to tell somebody this. I don't know. I just feel like sharing things that I go through on a day-to-day basis helps me be more relatable. Maybe you're like, I can't do what she does because I don't have big crazy stories. I don't have this big extravagant life. I'm so boring. So am I. But there are people out there like you watching right now. You follow me and you watch this for a reason. You're here for a reason. No, it will not be 8:15 tomorrow. I go live during the day. So just say text me. I'll send you my text app link. It's free. I love you, Amber. And so, hey, Amanda, are you loving the event? How are you doing? I'm so relatable. I love that. Thank you, Connie. But now I say all that to say that whatever life throws at you, be positive, stay positive and confident in whatever's happening in your life. But sometimes you got to shift some things, and you got to shift a perspective, and you've got to really just know that there's everything is happening for a reason. Oh, Amanda, I get it. Is the event already over? I literally left pretty early, so stop. I'm gonna send you to bed now. Quit. How can I get it? So yeah, just say text me in the comments below, Stephanie, and I'll send you a link that you'll join. Yeah, Whitney, I can't wait for you to join tomorrow. So, I did not make it to my niece's birthday. Thank you for reminding me, Allison. I did not make it to my niece's birthday. I called her and I FaceTimed her, and I was like, I'll put my pictures in my story of me on FaceTime with her. It's so freaking cute. Don't miss watching my story. I'll put the pictures in. Give me like 15 minutes. I'll put the pictures in my story. So watch my story. I did not make it to her birthday, but there was a reason. I don't know the reason. And of course I was upset, but I'm like, okay. Like there's no, it's just, it's crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here because this one needs my attention now that I've been gone for 4 or 5 days.
I got her a little puppy toy that got the collar, and it's a little puppy.
Yes,
and she
Amanda.
loves puppies a bunch.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all live tomorrow. Be there or be square. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye, guys.